dance movies were a really big thing for me growing up. Like I was obsessed with Center Stage, Save the Last Dance, Step Up. So I'm curious for each of you what your favorite movies were that featured dance. Sabrina, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to throw it to like the classics of like Dirty Dancing and Step Up. I mean, specifically the soundtrack of Step Up 2 really gets me going, even though Channing Tatum gets me going in Step Up 1. So I definitely like, but Moose was like one of my favorite characters. I think there was just something about those movies that definitely put me in this like space and headspace and energy that like I'm a badass and I can do anything and I can dance in the rain and I can make a dance movie, which at that point I didn't make a dance movie. So now I feel like I can say that a lot more confidently.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
so much fun. Liza, what about for you?
Watching all of those movies growing up, I didn't realize that that was me actually getting into character to play one in a movie in real life. So I'm really happy. But you're speaking my language by saying all those movie titles because Step Up, Honey,
Yeah.
the soundtracks to those are incredible. But like, this is the type of movie that you like dance in your living room and you're crumping viciously with yourself and you imagine yourself being in that movie, or you're dancing in the rain or dancing in the shower and getting too familiar with your wall as the love interest. Like it's you want to be in the movie, and that happened. So I'm so happy it did. But yeah, I hope it just brings the same like goodness into the homes of so many families that it brought into mine at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I love your character's line about Channing Tatum. Can you go back in time and bring me the young Channing Tatum back? That was so good. Your
Mm.
character has so many great lines. I think it's like eating pokey off your Prius. I love your bit with the mattress salesman. The dialogue is so great. So is anything was ever anything improv or was that all in the script for you, Liza?
This is the part where I don't know if we're allowed to say all this, but that's just Liza. That's just
I came in, I was like, oh, this script is cute. No, kidding. No, the script is amazing. We have such an amazing screenwriter, and Laura Taruso, like, I give it up to her. She's an incredible director who's
And
not
so
a dancer
collaborative.
herself, but she's just so funny. And
Yeah.
so she gave me the like freedom to literally dance and figuratively. Like, she let me just have fun and
She was also
improv.
she was so honest with us too. Like if we try something, she'd
Yeah.
be like, "That doesn't work," and then she'd be like, or it
To make
did.
the movie.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that that was so much fun for us to be able to come to work every day and like not. I'm not saying like see the script as an outline, but know that there's more magic to be made once we get on set and having that freedom and ability to not feel like confined by what's on the paper is what brought so many of those magical one-liners and moments to the movie that it really needed. So good
Yeah.
job, Liza.
By the
No,
way,
it was
I
fun.
love your guys' friendship. I love like women building up other women, and I just see that from you guys. It's just so cute. I got tons of fan questions for both of you. At Loves Carpenter wanted to know for you, Sabrina, how did it feel to create the song "Let Me Love You" while also starring and executive producing? Because I know as an EP on this, like how are you doing all that? Literally, I have got all of your fans want to know about being an EP.
Aw.
Honestly.
Oh, that's really sweet. I love that they're interested in that too, because I think that that's definitely something that like isn't always super focused on, and I think is something that is super achievable and something that feels really really good to be a part of. I know that in my separate like when I'm working on my music, I'm very much involved in the process and very much a part of everything you hear as far as visuals, creatively writing my songs and every inch of like being involved in production. So this was my first chance taking a stab at it in a movie and a film that I was so passionate about, and to work with Netflix on that and feel like my voice was really heard in a lot of ways was really special. So yeah, I mean, I definitely like, and Let Me Move You was something that I wrote literally like 3 or 4 days after I saw the movie for the first time. They were like, we need an end credit song. They're like, can you just go do something? And I was like, yeah. And then I just ran off. I wrote about like 4 different songs, and Let Me Move You was the one that fit the best. And it really does. It brings me a lot of joy. So I'm very happy that they're excited about that.
I know we talked about your tattoos into All the Boys and how they had to be covered up for John Ambrose, but I know here a lot of them are shown throughout the movie. So I wasn't sure if that was like a creative thing, with you or the director, but do you feel like, is that because you personally relate to this character of Jake more?
I think it's a touch of. I think that the tattoos being out and about it's a handful of things. It's a touch of Jake, it's a touch of Jordan, and a touch of just his age, and allowing him to be 19, and the guy that got tattoos. It's nothing in terms of like our cultural stigma. Tattoos are definitely just not thought about the same way now, in 2020 as they were 10, 15, 20 years ago. They're characterizing, and I find that especially with artists, it has a lot to do with just kind of storytelling for them personally. Why does Jake Taylor have an Alexander Hamilton tattoo on his wrist? Maybe he's a theater fan. Maybe he relates to Alex, like first name, nickname basis. But yeah, it really selfishly was great to not have to be in the makeup chair for as long as I'm used to having to be in the makeup chair to get tattoos covered. So that was really nice. I mean, everything from hair and makeup to wardrobe for Jordan, for me personally in this film, was the most comfortable thing ever. My wardrobe was the most comfortable wardrobe. I wore like sweatpants and t-shirts and tennis shoes every day. Like I think the most that my character gets dressed up is the date that Jake and Quinn go on when they go on that walk and have that scene under the bridge, that really cool park at night where they do their duet. That was the most that he gets dressed up in this film. Other than that, it's like a t-shirt and Adidas tracksuit pants. Like it was just so nice. Like every day was just thanking wardrobe like so much.
Oh my God. I loved that scene so much with you and Sabrina. You guys had amazing chemistry. So dance movies were like a big part for me growing up. Like my favorites were Center Stage, Save the Last Dance, Step Up. I'm curious for you. I'm sure you have a ton, but what are some of your favorite movies that feature dance?
Yeah, You Got Served, I grew up on. That was part of the genesis, really, I think, of my love for dance was that film. I ordered the Darren's Dance Grooves VHS. Kids, there was this thing that you had to put in a machinery called VCR.
Oh my God.
And it was like that big, okay? And you had to put that
I
in
remember.
there. Yeah. Oh no, I'm explaining for the Gen Zers out there that don't know what a VHS is. But like, yeah, you had to put that thing in, and then you had to rewind it all the way to start it at the beginning, and you couldn't just like go to the main menu and skip scenes. Like you had to fast forward it, and you knew exactly when you were supposed to get ready to press play. So I ordered that, and that was kind of my intro to dance. And then You Got Served came out, and I just watched that from beginning to end. I'm one of the 13 people in the world. Funny enough, Justin Guarini's a buddy of mine now, just due to the Broadway space, and I'm one of like the 13 people in the world that loves From Justin to Kelly. And I knew all the choreography from that film. Step Up, Honey with Jessica Alba. These are Save the Last Dance, of course. Strictly Ballroom. Like these are films that informed a lot of my love for dance.